Hey guys, it's Alex here from Simple Mods and welcome back to another video. And I'm finally happy to bring you the third and final part of my project Shady case mod in the Win D-Frame Mini. Just want to say a huge thanks to those that have followed this build from the beginning and really hope that you do like the finished result. Now mostly everything was finished in the part 2 video update that I last shared, except for a few more mods and additions that I had in mind, which I'll show you guys in this video along with the final assembly. Now, with the way I designed the custom water cooling loop, I was initially going to have another radiator stand at the top in the front panel here. However, the pass-through fitting will hold it in place quite nicely, along with the stand at the bottom of it, of course. So I simply filled out the threaded holes here from the rad stand that I'm not using anymore with some of these button head bolts just to clean it up a bit. However, it's mostly gonna be covered once the radiator is in place. Another thing I did with most of the fittings, such as the pass-through fittings that you'll see here, and you'll see the EK hardline compression fittings later in the video as well, I sanded and polished the ends in order to get the brass out from underneath the paint, just for some small gold highlights to complement the 10th anniversary EK Supremacy Evo water block, as well as the gold painted chassis. Now the reservoir was also sprayed with the Dulux Marble Effects paint, the same that I used on the D-Frame Mini chassis. And you'll see around the back here as well that I'm using a lot of nylon washers with pretty much every nut and bolt in order to protect the paint finish. The cable management at the back is definitely tight, and I did try to keep cables to a minimum, which is the main reason why I chose to go with only an M.2 drive for storage and not add any extra cables in bulk by adding SATA drives and stuff like that. So I did actually want to clean things up even further, so I decided to design a cover for this area. I firstly roughly cut it out just out of some cardboard just to see how it would fit before cutting it out from aluminium. So here it is, just before painting it. I chose a pretty simple design. I would cut around the corners and then left the reservoir fully exposed. Now Now the last piece of hardware that I wanted to mod was this NVIDIA 2-way HB SLI bridge that I decided to paint in the same style as everything else in the build. I also tried to sand the green bar for the LED in order to make it shine white. However, I did break the connector when I tried taking it off, so that was a fail, and at the moment it doesn't light up at all, but at least there's no green light shining from there. And then finally, the last piece to wrap everything up, I wanted to add some final touches to the main side panel window. First thing was to laser etch my dog Shady's silhouette onto it. So I just want to give a huge thanks to Corey from Designs by IFR for the help with this. And then finally, I used some vinyl to cut out the shape of one of Shady's paws, which was taken when he passed away. And with that, I'm finally happy with this build and can say that it's finished. I just want to say a huge thanks to NVIDIA, Intel, ASUS, Inwin, EK Waterblocks, G.Skill, M-Wave, and CableMod on their support for this build. I really wouldn't be able to achieve a crazy build like this without their support, so really thanks guys. And also I want to say a huge thanks to everyone that's been following the progress. Sorry for the slow updates, or there have been some delays with this project from the beginning, and it also definitely wasn't a build that I wanted to rush given that it means so much to me. But anyways guys, thanks for tuning in once again, and if you're new to my channel and enjoy these types of videos, then consider subscribing as it does help me a lot. And also I have some crazy upcoming case mods that I think you should stick around for. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.